Right, well, I've just got one last thing for you and you can be on your way. Bulletproof, a few little tricks up her sleeve.
Thanks for the watch. It's it's really nice, don't get me wrong, but I tell you how I got this suit?
Please don't.
First of all, I mean, I got it for half price. Yeah, and I was going to get a 3-piece suit, but then wound up getting 2-piece.
I believe I said bring it back in one piece, not bring back one piece.
Yeah, that's really not funny, but okay.
Anyway, enjoy your downtime, 007.
Hey Q, this is a wild idea, but instead of dressing like a librarian, why don't you, why don't you pick up a Tom Ford suit?
May I remind you that I answer directly to M. I also have a mortgage and 2 cats to feed.
Yeah, I mean, how expensive can cats be? Gotta take a wild guess how long it took them to tailor this and put it all together.
48 hours.
No, what? No, it took longer than that. Of course it didn't. What am I, Justin Timberlake or Daniel Craig? No, it took longer. It took a couple weeks, but I mean, it's pretty quick.
Good.
Yeah, no, I'm digging it. I really, I love the fit. I love the feel of it. I haven't told my wife yet I bought another Tom Ford suit yet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, shit. Well, here we are, the Herringbone Stripe Tracksuit. What a name. But as usual, we're going to use bondsuits.com, Matt Spazer's now famous website, to get all the details because I don't want to miss a thing. It's a very special suit. It's got a story to it. It's got a story around fitting. It's got a story around how I purchased it. Don't they all? But here are some details of the suit itself. First of all, this suit is an unsung hero. I mean, let's face it, it's used throughout the movie, throughout the trailer, in the Omega poster where it shows the watch. It's used in Q Branch when he meets M after the Mexico fiasco. It's used when Moneypenny visits him in different iterations, different shirt, different ties. And by the way, yes, this is the correct Tom Ford tie. Happy accident we're going to talk about pretty soon. Not the correct shirt, but a Tom Ford suit shirt nonetheless. So let's talk about some of these details. First of all, it's interesting. The cloth itself, it kind of exchanges that standard pinstripe, chalk stripe suit that everybody likes. I needed to get one of these types of gray chalk pinstripe type things, but this one goes one better. It's a very interesting weave, and I'm going to try to get up close. We'll see how this new camera is working, if it picks up some of the details. But listen to this. The cloth is woven in a narrow herringbone weave, which changes direction every 16 yards. I think we have a picture of this. Let's go to that. Perfect. So the cloth is woven medium gray, charcoal gray, and a weft of an overall vibrant dark gray. There is a white track stripe where the herringbone changes direction. The track stripe is 2 single yarn pinstripes spaced a yarn apart. It has a soft chalk stripe-like appearance. The suiting is made of a blend of worsted wool, silk, and mohair. Thank you, Matt Spazer. What would we do without you? We wouldn't have these details. And by the way, this is an O'Connor fit suit. And we talk a lot about the Tom Ford fits and the cuts and things like that. First of all, let me go back a little bit. You can see right here, it is nice, slim, trim, fitted, even the pants. We're going to get to those in about a second. But the nice thing about this, the O'Connor suits, they pretty much use the O'Connor suits in the same exact cut throughout Spectre. So whenever you see an O'Connor suit in Spectre, it's got the same cut, it's got the same feel and look, etc. So we got to talk about the feel. First of all, it's your typical Tom Ford suit, meaning you can still move in it. You can still do things. It is made to move. I mean, let's face it, it's not one of those stagnant suits, and it's got some really great movement. Now, it looks great now. It's got a really good cut the way it falls here. You can see it hits like around here, almost like just mid-butt. It needed a little tweaking. Now, I have to tell you something. You know that I've had a love relationship with Tom Ford, kind of back in love, mostly because of the people. And it is all about the people. You've heard me tell you about people a gajillion times, but it's really true. I've had the fortunate happiness to run into somebody, Crystal, who is one of the people, by the way, if you go to the Tom Ford store in New York City, you have to meet Crystal. By the way, here's a picture of Crystal. All right, so that's who you should look for. But the reality is Crystal has brought back that amazing customer experience, the focus, the patience, yes, even with us James Bond fans, of what Tom Ford has been known to do. And let's face it, $5,500 suit, it needs to have a surround sound experience. Crystal has brought that back, from Mario Lopez and John Guidry, and we kind of lost it in the middle there for a little bit, but now the pendulum is swinging back. When I first walked into the Tom Ford store, I wasn't looking to buy a suit. I was with a couple of friends, and then Crystal told me the news. She said, David, and she knows I'm a Bond fanatic. She said, David, I don't know if you know this, but we have 2 Bond Spectre suits in your size. And I'm like, okay, yeah, well, leftover. Nice. Yeah, they're half price. Half price. I'd like to try one on. So I chose this one. They also had the end scene one where he's in the DB5, the 3-piece suit. Very nice, but I thought this type of a suit I would get a lot more use out of. I could wear it in meetings. I could wear it to events. I could wear it to weddings. There really is no place I can't wear this. It has a universal look to it. I like the combination of the blue shirt and the blue tie. It goes with my complexion really well, yada, yada, yada. Tried it on. Did not fit perfectly right offhand. In fact, let's see some of those fitting pictures right now. It took not one, but 2 tailors to nip, tuck, bring pants in, make me look like I have a butt. I have no butt. Make it fit the right way in the chest because I have a very broad chest, happily a narrowing waist. So it had to fit like it did on Bond. And of course, I pulled up the pictures of Daniel Craig, showed it to them, and they were great about it. Now, I actually had to go back for a second fitting because the jacket itself wasn't brought up high enough for me. So we did that, and well, let's take a look at that moment. So you can see how long the jacket is here. And we are making it shorter. And that should do it. It was just a little too long before. So that relatively demure looking gentleman that you saw there, that's Victor. Victor is an amazing tailor. He has fitted, people like Daniel Craig and also people like David Zaritsky. He doesn't care. Celebrity, not a celebrity. He's an equal opportunity person, and he happily posed for that picture. But I was so enamored by him because he got it. I mean, he said to me, you know what, we want to make this thing look on you so when you're walking down the street, you're holding your shoulders and everything up high. You're proud to wear this Tom Ford suit, and it looks like the vision that you had in mind. So Victor, you did me proud. But let's take a look at some of the details of this. Well, down here you can see the cuffs, the way that we've done them. I'll pull my socks up a little bit so you can see the details there. Pretty nice. By the way, those are the Philip Churches from Quantum of Solace. I thought they paired pretty nicely. And then you can even get a nice glance at the watch, which pairs obviously very nicely for this suit. Then you can even see our boy there wearing the suit. There's the watch, a blue shirt, and we're capturing the look. Okay, we pulled back a little bit specifically so you could see the lines of this suit. And first of all, we have cuffs, which you need to have the cuffs. But in addition to that, you can see that it's got a very nice line to it. The back itself, I'll move a little bit closer here, but the back itself fits very well. It's not too tight. It's not constricting me. It's not those puckering like Skyfall suits. Remember those? But the lines are very good with or without the jacket. So here we are without the jacket. And you can see again, the lines are very nice. This suit is really made to look good with or without. So that's one of the things that was very important to me in really establishing that this was a suit that I could wear in a lot of different ways. In fact, one of the great things is that you could wear it with a holster, which we'll show you in a second, but not yet, because we need to show you the suit itself. So you can see here in the suit, it has the workable buttons that you've come to know and love. It has that amazing interior. It has the roped sleeves, which are nice and high. And the details of itself, as I pick off the lint, are just perfect in every way, even in the fit. Now, I haven't adjusted this holster yet, and by the way, this is a new holster that I'll have in a new review coming up. A gentleman from the UK just started making them based off of the poster one. Another story for another day, but you can see that the lines of the suit with a holster, that's a whole question to itself. So let's try this on. Now, I did not get this suit made to wear in this holster, so I'll let you be the judge. You know, Tom Ford suits, they're pretty unforgiving as far as what's under your suit. So, oh, look at that. I can't even button this. So there we go. Would this hold this? No, I'd have to have this let out a little bit for sure. It's not going to do the trick right now with a holster, but if I ever want to do the spark blood moment, if you will, without the jacket, I could still do that with the holster look and everything like that on the shoulder, kind of looking the way it does on the back. And I promise you this is probably all wrapped around the wrong way. I haven't adjusted this yet, but you could still, it still replicates that look just fine.
What's going on, James? There's not one person at MI6 who isn't talking about it.
Talking about what, exactly?
That what you did in Mexico was one step too far. That you're finished.
What do you think?
I think you're just getting started.
So I wanted to do something a little bit special. I talked about him wearing this in other scenes, of course, including on the Amiga advertising. So let's see what that looks like. Well, look at this. We've got this all set up here. This is the correct Tom Ford tie. It's not the correct Tom Ford white shirt, but that's okay. You'll still get the look of what that looks like. And that's what I liked about also this suit. This suit can become many different images of Bond, not just the Q Lab one, which is definitely one of my favorite scenes. I mean, why not? But also the scene with M, which is always good. But there we have it. So you could see right here, I'm trying to be like a weatherman, it's not working, that we've got a perfectly aligned suit, the way it fits, obviously, with the gray tie. I think it looks absolutely amazing with the gray. I mean, look at that. And by the way, I just noticed I have not had a pocket handkerchief in any of this. So all of you viewers out there that are like, where's his pocket handkerchief? Please forgive me. Just this one time. So that's why I think this thing transforms very well from this amazing herringbone type track stripe that's so unusual with the different color shirts. Blue happens to work with my complexion right now, but I mean, this thing can transform, and that's one of the things I really, really like about it. So one of the great things, if you have never bought something from Tom Ford, is you get this really cool suitor. And you can see the front of it here. Usually it has your name on this little tag. Mine doesn't, don't know why. And then on the back it's got the Tom Ford. It flips over, but what's really cool, and I know this is a little detail, but come on guys, you like details, admit it. You get this hanger. It's a beautiful wood hanger. It's got the Tom Ford name on it. It's very styling. It's got a place for the pants. This is all kind of this velveted type of look. So those two things comboed together make a very nice pairing. Oh, by the way, I did not forget that I promised you a tie story. So when I walked into Tom Ford the second time to get my fitting done, again, it was Crystal. She basically said to me, hey, listen, by the way, why don't you want the tie that goes with this? And I said, well, they're sold out. And she goes, oh, no, I have a few more in the back. Well, not only did she find this tie, she found the gray tie that goes with the white shirt version when Bond speaks to M, and also Moneypenny in his pad, as well as, jackpot, the Rome tie and the missing PTS Mexico tie that I didn't have. If you notice in my PTS review that I have, if you haven't seen it, go watch it on YouTube. But I didn't have a tie. I had like a $10 tie that I got from like TJ Maxx or something. Now I got the right ties. Who knew? Again, Crystal, amazing. She finds these ties out of thin air, but so appreciative. Listen, I'm really happy with the suit. I'm happy with the way it looks. It does capture that moment. It does capture that detail. The fact that I was able to get it half price, very happy about that. Able to find the right tie so far after Spectre. I still can't believe that we're still finding stuff. It's crazy, but there are bargains to be had out there. I mean, things are popping up here and there. And again, because of the experience, not just the Bond experience, but yes, the Tom Ford experience, I'm back on the Tom Ford wagon. Who knew? Boy, I fell off for a long time. But it's thanks to the people, Victor, Crystal, other people like that, creating that atmosphere. Again, if you're in the New York store, go see Crystal. She gets the Bond people. She knows every shirt. She knows every suit. She knows every tie, every accessory. Go ahead, test her, I guarantee. And maybe she'll even pour you some tipple or some champagne if you're really nice. Anyway, this has been David Zaritsky for the Bond Experience, and we will see you very soon. Take care. Oh, hey, you're still here. I didn't even know. You listen, while you're here, if you want, so I would actually go to this button right here and click on it, because then you actually subscribe to our vlogs. It's amazing. You get to see all the upcoming stuff first. You get notifications. It screams at you while you're at work. It's absolutely amazing. Just click on this button, hit subscribe. Just move your cursor. Move. Careful. That thing is sharp. And just click on that button, and you're going to see all these things.